So this is day 4 since I had a subchorionic hemorrhage. I'm 6 weeks pregnant and I thought I'd make this update video. I'm trying to be very restful, um, but I am planning to ease back into a more regular pattern of life with if this bleeding still continues, though, I won't be lifting things over. I've seen different recommendations, but it seems to be the most careful is over 10 pounds. I shouldn't be lifting that. And then on the more liberal end, it's over 25 pounds. So I'll try to do something in that ballpark where I won't lift beyond that and not to do strenuous activities like um, just vigorous exercise, which is a bummer because I was planning to jog at least. I was trying to go for 4 miles a week. So maybe I'll just transfer that to walking because I do want to stay active as much as possible. I don't want to develop gestational diabetes again. So today I really am trying to watch my diet because my last pregnancy, I had a glucose monitor on my arm so I could scan it all throughout the day and see what my blood sugar was. And obviously, carbs would spike my blood sugar, and I would manage that by exercising a lot. I would go for jogs, um, which wasn't always maybe the best thing because then I could eat shakes and cookies and tamales and all sorts of things, but I would just go for a jog. So now if I can't do that, at least for right now, then I know I do need to be more careful because my extended family is diabetic. I know that's something that just can happen to anybody with type 2 diabetes, but maybe I'm a little more predisposed to it. So this morning, I'm going to put a picture of my breakfast, which I think is pretty healthy. I did a piece of whole wheat bread. It's not the best bread, but it's better than white, I guess, with coconut oil, 2 over easy eggs, fried in coconut oil, some spinach, and then salsa. And I had a coffee with half and half stevia and whipped cream. I'm trying to hydrate. I also had a cup of pomegranate juice, which is supposed to be good for some reason with this condition. So I'm still gonna kind of sit a lot today, but I do want to get up and do a few light chores just to stay active. I was getting some cramps and a backache on Friday, and I don't really know if it's due to maybe just, again, what's going on with me in my uterus, or if it was maybe due to just laying around so much. My doctor does not recommend bed rest for this. I guess he really is sees more of negative things that can come from bed rest, and but he had still advised me to try to sit a lot. So that's what I'm doing today. My husband took my 7 children from 16 down to 3 to the mountains today, which just shows how different we are because I would never take all my children up on a 2-hour drive to go to the mountains and play in the snow. But he's comfortable with doing things like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's why there are mothers and fathers, and they both bring different things to a family. He is way more adventurous than me. And I guess I'll just hope everything goes well and that he manages it all. I guess he's also staying overnight. He seemed to not have a real hard line plan, but I think he was really trying to give me the space to rest as much as possible because I guess we both know that it would be great if this just healed and I could go back to having a modified level of activity where hopefully it wouldn't be a risk factor. So my prayer, if you're a praying person, just pray for me that this can resolve quickly. I've read stories of women who this would heal, and then they could go back to being really active, and there was no risks. And then other stories too, where this turned into this condition grew, it hurt the placenta, women miscarried, or just they dealt with bleeding for weeks and weeks in pregnancy. And I just can't. I mean, I would just think that'd be so exhausting. So my prayer is for no more bleeding, for this hematoma to shrink, and that I could just stay the course in trying to eat for health and not eat emotionally. Usually in pregnancy, sometime around now or even before now, I just turn into a chocolate and meat eating monster. Like all I want are hamburgers and chocolate milkshakes. I really can't do that. So, and I don't want to do that, right? That's not the healthiest thing. So that's my day 4. I'm hoping to um, use my time well by catching up on some of my baby books for my son. I had a lot of pictures in his baby book actually, but for my 3-year-old, but I did not do those month by month pages. And I have my old day planners from back then, from that year, that first year of his life. So I think it'd be really nice to fill that in and get his baby book done before this baby comes. So that's where I'm at today. And hopefully I'll have good news in the next few weeks.